Living in Weston versus Sunrise. What we love and what we don't.
Let's go ahead and begin at Sunrise.
Sounds good to me.
Things we like in Sunrise.
Many residents consider this a great place to live.
Sunrise is actually considered a bedroom community of Fort Lauderdale based upon its location. It's in Western Broward County, but it's right on the outskirts of Fort Lauderdale. So technically they consider it to be part of Fort Lauderdale. With so many things to do and so many things to choose from, you're not going to be bored. I mean, there's all kinds of shopping, there's arts, there's entertainment, there's all kinds of frequent cultural things that go on. You experience different cultures, you can see what's kind of happening, what's going on. The variety of music and all kinds of stuff. There's a lot of things to see and share in Sunrise. We're the Morris Group. I'm Kev.
And I'm Suze.
So welcome to our channel, Living in Fort Lauderdale with Kev and Suze.
And we're glad to have you here.
Exactly. If it's your first time, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. We're licensed realtors here in the state of Florida. As much as we love making videos, and we must because we're cranking them out every week.
We really love helping you.
With any questions that you may have for real estate, questions, concerns, comments, just go ahead and drop us a little note. We'll get back to you straight away on what's happening, what's going on, what our thoughts are, what we're seeing, and kind of what our insight is. Sunrise, with a population of over 95,000, consists of 80 neighborhoods. It has condos, townhomes, single-family homes, villas, and the prices range anywhere from under 100,000 to well over $1 million.
So there's a price point for everyone.
The biggest thing that Sunrise is known for, is shopping. There's one single reason for it, and it's a 2.7 million square foot reason called Sawgrass Mills Mall. It's a huge outlet mall. It has discount stores.
Many people come from different countries. They'll charter a plane, fly over, go shopping for the day.
One of the times we went there to go check it out, there was in front of every store, regardless of what else the store sells.
They were buying luggage.
They were buying luggage so that they have a place so they can pack everything back up. They'll come up here with no luggage at all and go back with 4 or 5 suitcases. So it has over 25 million visitors a year, making it the state's second largest tourist attraction next to Disney World.
So if you love shopping, that's one place to visit.
On the arts and entertainment side, while Sunrise is not up there with Fort Lauderdale and Boca and Miami, it does have a lot of theaters. It has a great center for the arts that has some plays going on, international films, as well as the Sunrise Civic Center complex, which features a kind of a smaller 300-seat theater, an amphitheater, and a nice little art gallery in there. But what Sunrise does have is the BB&T Center. With 20,000 feet, it's a $225 million multi-purpose center right on the Sawgrass Expressway, right across the street almost from the Sawgrass Mills Mall. And it's home to the Florida Panthers, as well as all kinds of concerts and entertainment events that go on there. We've seen concerts there, we've seen stand-up routines there. It's a nice place to go hang out. It's big enough to where you can get a nice concert feel. It's small enough to where you feel like it's kind of local and personal to you.
Right, and it's a nicely appointed facility, so you'll feel comfortable. There's plenty of bathrooms. We've had a good time there.
One of the things that Sunrise does have a lot of, the variety of food options found here in Sunrise. It basically has casual stuff, it has business type stuff, it has a little bit of everything. Upscale eateries like the Grand Lux Cafe, which we've been there a couple of times.
Yes, that was
awesome
good.
Place. Go for the Rachel. Go for the Reuben with coleslaw instead of the sauerkraut. It was terrific. Bellagio is a great little Italian place. There's a ton of kind of casual full service places.
Yes, and a lot of your local chains as well.
And basically there are so many different restaurants that you can go to one every single day, and you'd have to be there for a couple of months before you ended up going back to the second one again. In addition to all of the great restaurants to go to and the great attractions to go to, there are a ton of things to do. All kinds of parks and playgrounds, there's daycare centers. Actually, they have very highly rated school systems too, but there's over 250 acres of park and recreation facilities in and around Sunrise. City Park, the Cypress Preserve Park, Flamingo Park.
You've got Piper Field.
And the Sunrise Athletic Complex.
That's right.
They're great recreational facilities for kids and for adults. You can go in and you can have a picnic in the shade in the summer months or walk along all the trails for a kind of weekend activity. If you have an electric vehicle or if you're considering getting one, there's a lot of electric vehicle charging stations in the neighborhood. There's actually 7 charging stations in Sunrise with 13 level 2 charging points and one of those DC fast charging points. So truly does have something for everybody.
And if you're into thinking green or the new initiative, that's a great opportunity.
Things we like in Weston. Weston's a little bit different than Sunrise. Actually, it's a lot different than Sunrise. It's smaller. It's a population of about 70,000, but it was originally designed to be a golf complex. It was similar to what West Boca is, where folks were going to come down here and they were going to live down here full time all year round and have tons of golf courses and be able to play golf all year round. One of the interesting points is that it's a totally planned community, but it was built by the same folks that actually designed and planned Disney World. It's not that old. It was established as a city in 1996, kind of out in the middle of the Weston area, and it's considered one of the best places to live in the United States according to Money Magazine.
If you look at the surroundings in Weston, the trees are nicely appointed. You see a lot of palm trees. The grounds are kept very well, and you don't see a whole lot of signs.
According to the national security company Safe Home, Weston is also the third safest city in the country, which makes it the safest city in Florida. So,
and it's top on the list with niche.com as well.
Exactly. It has excellent schools, parks, hospitals, and it actually provides folks with a very, very unique way of life. There's 36 neighborhoods at least, and condos, and even with the condos, they have the characteristics of a more traditional kind of a suburbs. Wide tree-lined streets, a lot of amenities for folks, pools, clubhouses, and the way it's set up is that everybody can kind of be around everybody if they want to be, but they're far enough apart to where if you need a little bit of your own space and whatnot, you have it there too. It's wonderful. Weston provides a really peaceful atmosphere. It's kind of really known for its residential environment. It's something of an autonomous city where it has several shops and restaurants, such as the Bocas House Weston, Caminito, Primetime Restaurant and Bar, one of our faves. It also has some great medical facilities and hospitals.
Yeah, it has the Cleveland Medical Clinic.
The JDCH Pediatric Specialty Center. I mean, it also has the usual things at banks and hotels and stuff like that. It's got a quaint little complete shopping center called Weston Town Center. Kind of a small little thing with Bed Bath & Beyond and some of the more little boutique type things. A couple of restaurants in there that people kind of hang out with, in the afternoons and on the weekends. Also has a mall. Get a nice little American and international dishes as kind of specialty places. There's a Publix, supermarket, Starbucks. There's actually a little place, we haven't tried it yet, but it sounds really good. It's called Yogurtland. Haven't been there yet. A European cheese shop, a cigar lounge, which is big for me. And of course, we both like the Hoffman's chocolate store.
Outdoor living and sports.
There's a lot of stuff to do outside in Weston. Every July they have the Weston Art Festival. There's all kinds of little mini concerts they have, little mini malls, little mini park areas, and of course Weston having all the
golf tournaments
with all the golf courses. Exactly. But it's more than just that. For folks that enjoy cycling or hiking, there's a lot of parks. There's 15 different municipal parks and recreation facilities that have amenities for basically every age, every lifestyle, and all kinds of varieties going around. Weston Regional Park, for example, one of them has 102 acres and it has a baseball field, soccer fields, a skate park, a big basketball course, and a lot more attractions. Tequesta Trace Park, which is attached to one of the middle schools there, is another important park. Basically, it covers 40 acres and has the local baseball fields, football fields, has a hockey rink. Keep in mind, Weston is very, very close to Sunrise, and it's a home of the Florida Panthers. So hockey is actually very, very big down here, even though we don't have the ice and stuff during the winter months as folks in the north do. And you got to check out Bonaventure Golf Club. It's an 18-hole championship course, and of course we've said it before in other videos. The granddaddy of them all, it's the Everglades National Park. It's the largest subtropical park in the United States. We've been down here a couple times on airboat rides. It is not to be missed. It's truly not to be missed. We talked about all the things that we love about Sunrise and Weston. We're going to talk a little bit about some of the things that we don't love about.
Or don't care as much for. As you well notice with everything that's going on in the economy, right now they have Weston and Sunrise has extremely high taxes, and there is
high homeowners insurance, all the things that are going on. So we don't really care much for that. Traffic is becoming a bigger burden as more and more folks come down here to South Florida. A lot of folks are moving out to Weston, Sunrise area, and it's causing a lot of congestion, so we're really not big into that. We've said it before, we'll say it again, we say it every time. The summers can get very, very hot and very, very humid. But then again, also, if you don't like the weather here in Florida,
there's always a pool, you can go to the beach.
Wait 15 minutes, it's going to change.
Right.
Okay. The other thing is that it is hurricane season, and while Weston and Sunrise are not on the beach, they are in very close proximity to another very large body of water, the Everglades. So not that many hurricanes come across the Everglades, but you do get storm surge, you do get things that raise up. So, and hurricanes, we all know what to do, but preparation can be a little stressful and can be a little bit challenging for folks. But the biggest thing is the cost of living is about 18 to 20% higher than a national average. As a matter of fact, Weston is by far the most expensive at 136.4%. Sunrise is a little more reasonable at 107. Groceries are still both well above the national average in both Weston and Sunrise at at 111 Weston, 104 in Sunrise, and even with 102 here in Florida, so it's even higher than that. One of the nice things is healthcare costs because of all of the medical facilities, all the doctors, and all of the great things that are going on down here in the medical industry. Okay, healthcare costs are actually lower. It shares a 96.8% as opposed to 100% for the national average. Housing, Sunrise is pretty much on par with the national average. It's actually a little bit lower than Florida as a whole. Weston is almost twice the national average. Then again, it's all gated communities, all the golf courses and everything else that are down there.
And it's immensely maintained. It's just a beautiful area.
Exactly, they're immaculate. They truly are. Median home cost in Weston's about $500,000, where the national median home cost is about $292,000, and Sunrise is actually a little bit cheaper than a national average at about $268,000. Utilities, because hey, we have sunshine most of the time. We don't have those cold winters that the folks up north have. They're actually below the national average, between 97 and 99. Transportation is very, very expensive down here. There's not an extensive public transportation system, so it costs a lot to get around. Also, the price of gas is a little bit higher here in Florida than it is in most other states, so it is a little bit higher there. And even the miscellaneous costs, it's still a little bit above the national average, but I mean, it's it's not nearly as bad as some of the other areas like New York, Los Angeles, and Chicago. So by and large, there are more things to love about Sunrise and Weston than to not love them. But anyhow, hey, please feel free to share your thoughts and drop us a note in the comment box below.
We'd appreciate it, and if it was any information that you enjoyed, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and a like.
And consider subscribing to our channel.
I will see you next week.
We'll see you next time.